Hi everybody, this is the weekly Divine Feminine reading for the week of July the 14th. The card in the middle, the central figure, is from the Good Tarot deck, and it's about reaching that point of pausing and reviewing your options. It feels like after the Cancer new moon, where we had a completion and a new beginning, we're still in that balance point between the two. And you can see she looks like scales. She's got doves in each hand. She's looking at one down at head height at physical reality view, and then the other dove is in her other hand above her, representing the unseen, the higher perspective, and she's weighing them up. She's weighing up heaven and earth. The real strong sense I get at this moment for the Divine Feminine is that she's really trying to bring together the divine plan with the physical reality, those divine frequencies of bliss and embodiment of divine love into physical reality. So they're both the same thing. They're both the white dove, peace and love, which came through in the Divine Masculine reading as well, and in the Divine Union reading. And she's working out, how do I really embody this and bring it into my physical reality? What does that look like on the ground? What are the action steps to take? So at the moment there's no action because she is creating the outcome now. She's being the embodiment of it to see how does that look down on the ground. So in the past, so what's been leading to this is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Air. So it's like that idea that's come in from the eagle's perspective, the bird's eye view at the peak of the mountain looking down. So again, it is like that dove up in the air. So if her arms are the scales, she's weighing up the divine with the physical reality. So that I see that sword, that Ace of Swords, being the idea, the clarity, the perspective, the higher perspective for the plan, the mission, what's coming. And then in the present moment, at the center of that is weighing it up. And then the card next to it is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, you see the Divine Feminine there in a cup, in a lotus, floating above the ocean in the cosmic consciousness, so among the cosmos. I can see this as like the bliss and the ecstasy of the 5D reality, and bringing that down into the cups on the shore. And the shore is where the emotions meet the physical material, so where the water meets the sand, water representing the unconscious, the emotional, the fluid, the more intangible, and the cups and the shore representing the the physical reality, the material world. So she's right on the brink of landing that higher consciousness, that higher divine love into physical reality, and that's what we're moving into. As we approach the 8/8 Lionsgate Gateway in early August. So right from the end of July, about 26th of July, through to mid to end of August. So leading up to that, she's being the embodiment of the idea, of the concept, of the mission, and she's moving towards landing that in physical reality. So from here, we're going to deepen into that theme now and that process. The card in the middle, this is the Vice Versa Tarot. It's the flip side of the Knight of Swords. And so these are all on the flip side. Same here, they're on the flip side. And so they're representing the night, they're representing the moon, they're representing the unconscious or the unseen aspect of those cards. So we're in the development phases, the formation phases, in the energy before they form. So that's where we are between this new moon and the full moon. We're in that unformed building into form from the unconscious, from the intentions. So this one here is like bringing through that unconscious intention like a flag in the ground, setting the intention. And this is about moving forward with passion. So we're not at the moving forward point yet. Like you can see him actually hovering in the air, looking at where he's going to move forward to. The idea has come in, he's getting ready to advance, but he's holding strong that idea. And you get a sense of him being a leader, as we're all behind. We're looking from behind, so we're following. So it's like following the mission as well, and it's very passionate. So that's the central card. These are kind of what's underlying, what's led to this. And really what this section is that we're, at the moment, we're gathering more information, and we're gathering more information, and there's the dove again, the dove advancing out of the heart. So that's the doves at the higher conscious level, unconscious levels, really weighing them up, bringing them into consciousness, bringing them out of the intangible into consciousness, into form. This is the same. This is bringing it through the heart, though. Bring it through the heart rather than the third eye. So we're getting more information from within ourselves, and also about the physical reality, the practical steps around us for this new beginning that's come in, this new foundation, this new idea, this new forward movement on our path that has not yet started, but it's in the formation phases. So this one is about moving forward with passion. It's just about to take off, and this one is actually about what is that passion underneath, where it's coming from. So the other side of that, the front of the devil, is about ego. And that one's actually about ego. Yeah. So that's about getting underneath the ego and working out what's temptation, what's coming from the lower self, from anything that's affected us, created our ideas and beliefs that about the ego that are not heart-based, that are not as soul-based, but they're more about physical pleasures or physical escaping, like addictions, codependency, things like that. And we are conquering them and we're bringing them to an end. So this one is about really seeing all of those. So this is, the other side is having all of those being defeated, really, coming to the end of the cycle of traumas and wounds, and being defeated in certain areas. But we can see that what he's looking at through there is the light at the end of the tunnel, is the bright horizon, and it seems like it's actually a safe place to assess and review. And those this card represents obsessive thoughts and being kind of defeated by our own thoughts and our own ego as well. So we're getting more information about what's coming from our heart, what's coming from repetitive thoughts and repetitive thought patterns and repetitive beliefs that have come from external to us. and how we've embodied those and created situations in our life that are no longer relevant, that can go. And so then here we are, she's weighing up the, and so then that's the idea, that's getting the clarity, the higher perspective on the thoughts, the feelings, the soul, and our responsibility in what we've created thus far, and what's real, what's an illusion, what's aligned, and what's healthy for us and what isn't. So it's again moving on from the last one about making healthy choices, from really assessing where our urges and desires are coming from, and our ideas and our concepts, especially about love. So the Two of Air, she's weighing up what's what, how do I bring this divine love into physical reality, into my life, into my day-to-day life, into all my interactions. And it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So sure, there will be like factors in here, when we're assessing these things, that come from what we've been taught about spirit and what we've been taught about God and the universe, and maybe in childhood, in the families we were brought up in, but also in the things we've been guided to, the books we've read, the teachers we've come across. But if you're a light worker and you're a divine feminine, then your love life is definitely influenced by your spiritual path, because it is your spiritual path. You are here to break those templates. So it is your mission. Your love life and your spiritual path are very, very connected. And that is very aligned to your spiritual path, that idea, that concept, that's your mission, coming in, getting ready to passionately step onto your mission of bringing divine love templates and energies into embodiment. And it says here, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this is like, as you can see, like right down on the ground now. So this is the mission coming in, being balanced up. How do I bring it in at the higher levels unconsciously, because we're in the moon, we're in the intangible, in the 5D, moving that through what our beliefs and concepts are about love and about religion and God and how they fit together. And sexuality as well, bringing that mission down, getting ready to embody it in physical form, still hovering above the earth, not quite on the ground yet. And then here we are on the ground in physical relationship with other people, embodying love, expressing it wholeheartedly from our heart and soul, being it, sharing it, embodying it, unimpeded by all of these other levels of wounding that we've understood, got clear perspective on, and we've shifted. That's the 9 of Wands, is the shifting of that, and coming into embodiment in the center here. So what are we moving towards? So this here is the Emperor. The Emperor, this is the back of the Emperor. So he has gone beyond needing to control. So like the 3D Emperor, he's mastered all the suits. He's mastered earth, air, fire and water, the spiritual, the physical, the emotional and the mental. And they're all in balance within him, and he presides over his kingdom, or many kingdoms. This version, the back of this one, is that he no longer is controlling. He's not doing that from a 3D perspective anymore. He's learned through balancing all of those things that, and see the fire's bright behind him. He has learned that you can't control life, that it's a flow, it's a movement, and you move with it and harness it. You can't control it. Controlling it impedes the flow, causes disharmony, causes problems, causes blockages, causes dysfunction. But harnessing the life force, harnessing life, you can become extremely successful. You become the creator. You use the creative forces. This is not the same as controlling. And the lower end of that, at the foundation of that, is this card is about boundaries. It's the Nine of Wands upside down. So it's about feeling trapped. See, there's a boundary there. He's preventing her coming out of her cave, and I see this is the cave here. But she's not having that. She's coming out. You can see on this side, it looks like he's the one that's kind of at the borders, trying to move through a boundary, move into something else. And here, this is about the strength that she has gained by going into her cave, by going into solitary pause in the middle between moving forward and getting ready to move forward now. And she knows that she's strong enough to move through anything in the way. So again, getting ready to move forward, getting clarity to move forward, ready to walk out past anything stopping her moving forward, having also understood that you can't control anything. Also, nothing can control you. You're not controlled, you're not stuck. You're just been in a pregnant pause as such. It's been a pregnant pause while you gain your strength, while you work out the true direction, the true aligned direction that embodies heart and soul. And it's not just coming from ego or beliefs that have been set up, but are truly coming from divine guidance, unity with heart and soul, that intelligently knows the way past any blockages and any boundaries. And then this is all together, understanding how the universe works, how you are sovereign. You're not controlling and you're not controlled, but you are empowered, and you are harnessing the creative flow whilst aligned body, heart and soul. And this just means, this recovery card is upside down. It means you have been in a process of recovery. The recovery is now coming to an end. You're coming out the other side of having gone inner, gone into the hermit really, and now getting ready from a balanced perspective, having weighed everything up, having cleared everything that's not aligned, to really come into full embodiment as an expression of divine love in the world. So let's just see if we need any light language. Just this one. I'm going to put that on. Express your love. So we're going to recover from any blockages to expressing your love, any hurts or pains in the past that have caused you to be resistant to expressing your love or embodying love. Really feeling this shifting around the head there. It's like she's got a crown above her. It's all light language. It looks like a crown and a halo. And I'm feeling that coming down onto her head actually. And the neurons in the front of her head clearing. And this love, this embodiment of love coming through, rather than it being filtered through perceptions and beliefs about what love and relationship is. Coming down here now. Going forward in the world. can see the sword directing love as far forward as you can see. And now I see that sword, this bit here, the light actually extending down here into the physical bodies of the masculine and the feminine, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. We're transforming this one where the masculine's blocking the feminine, or at least in her perception. Because here the emperor is the divine masculine within us, but also within our counterparts, and here, so he's really the wounded masculine blocking the feminine, moving forward. Here he is holding space. The divine masculine is the space, it's the vessel, it holds the space for the feminine to bring her divine flow, her divine energy, her divine feminine energy, Shakti, Kundalini, through to create in the world. Which is what he's doing here, is holding space. And I see this devil waving goodbye. Okay, my work is done. Okay, that's it. So yeah, I feel the base chakra clearing. This is a big base chakra clearing as those energies come through. Clear survival and clear concepts and blockages around sexuality and survival. A lot of relationships in the past, in our ancestry have been about survival rather than about love and mission. A woman wasn't able to work and she needed a man to support her, however she felt about him and however he treated her. So we're clearing that on both sides, and we're clearing that through the base chakra. Here we go. Yeah, there's a dropping into the earth grids now, like a big pillar of light through the center. Okay, that's it. So drink a lot of water, listen as many times as you need to, give yourself space for that to move through. And what moves through is usually the opposite of what we've brought in. So we've brought in that recovery, those blockages to moving forward or to expressing love or to knowing the way. And so any of those blockages might come up into your conscious awareness for you to transmute and to clear through. So just bring your love to them and let them shift out. Blessings, everyone.